Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast. You're tuned in live from the doghouse. Johnny Pemberton is our guest. He just revealed, after giving us, I would say 15, what do you think, Natasha, 20 notes on our setup?
15 minutes of notes.
15 minutes of notes.
15 minutes of notes.
He revealed that he's in the fucking doghouse. You're a married man, right?
Yeah, married man.
And you're here to talk about dates that you're doing in Chicago what weekend?
Valentine's weekend.
Miss the mark much?
You know
that's
what?
Valentine's Day, brother.
Do it big before and do it bigger after Valentine's. Skip it.
How important? See, now I know your girlfriend, and
Right.
Okay, wife. I guess I
She
don't know her
knows
that
as
well.
of girlfriend, though. That's
Yeah,
That is true.
I've
how long
known you
we've known
guys
each
for
other.
like 20 years.
Isn't that crazy?
It really does
Is
not
that
make
true?
sense.
You've known Natasha 20 years?
Not quite, but very
He-
close to 20 years.
He
at this
adopted
point.
one of Blanche's puppies
Right.
Is that
did.
true?
before
Yes.
I ever met you.
Yes,
Dang.
But my question is, Bree, right?
Brit.
Brit.
That's okay.
Man, you guys are close. It's been 20 years, but it's
No,
been a
but you
distant
know
20.
what? But here's the thing. You've been getting that wrong consistently.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's
that's
actually,
really beautiful.
you know, that is
Honestly,
a thing.
Brit's kind of an awesome name. I'll never forget
It's a great name. It's
I
a
love
wonderful
it. Is
name.
it
You have-
short for anything?
I believe all Brits are short for Brittany.
Is that totally true?
I mean, nothing's totally true as far as names goes, right?
You know
But,
that country Brit, right? Great Brit?
Oh yeah, great Brit.
You've
Oh,
been a great
oh,
Brit.
I've been there.
Yeah,
Oh,
you've been a great Brit.
After that call, Johnny is not going to have a kid.
Well, they were sweet.
I
you
know.
They were sweet, and they were like stuck on this idea that if they look away from their kid for 1 second, he'll fall in, like you said, fall into the abyss. And like the truth is, you can create an abyss by staring too hard at a kid. That's how I
I also
always
think
felt.
more and more that the whole nature versus nurture thing, there's not a lot of nature. I mean, it's not a lot of nurture.
You think it's really
I think
just-
it's mostly nature.
Yeah. Well, the
I think it
thing
really
about
is.
I think the
All
thing about
nature?
nature.
A lot. It's
The thing
a
about
lot.
nature is you have to like weave a basket of nurture to put the nature into.
Yeah.
You know, like you can be nature this kid and be raised with love and boundaries and then turn into like an ADD, turn into a comedian.
Totally,
Or you
right.
can be ignored and rejected and turn into a murderer. That's
sure,
the kind of
for
nurture-y
sure.
part.
But I think some of that is like, I think a lot of our skills, things we're good at, and the way
Yeah.
we react to certain things, it's just who we are,
I
and
kind
we're
of agree.
always going to be that way. And some people just can't do certain things, and some people can't help but be good at certain things.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm a pretty hard worker in life, and I was not indulged
Yeah.
ever. I was
Well, that's
very.
probably why, isn't it?
I think so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's not nature. That's nurture. That's
But you
the
don't
way
think
I was raised.
Neither of your parents were hard workers at all?
They were, but they like demanded a lot from me, and there wasn't a lot of like, "Oh, you're so great. Oh, you're
Right, but
so-"
that's what I'm saying. That's nature, because your parents are hard workers, so you are the same.
You're saying it's genetic that they're.
I think most things the way people are is genetic. I think we like.
I know this is not a revolutionary thought, but I think
Right.
it's very obviously just a mixture.
It's a mixture, but I think it's a higher presence of nature than it is nurture.
It could be.
Because it's all these studies they've done where they separate
twins.
some of those terrible studies, but there's so many examples of people who were raised dramatically different and they end up having a lot of the same tastes, a lot of the same reactions to things in life because it's just kind of, you're who you are. If you're a snake, you're a snake.
Here's where I think you're wrong.
Okay.
Most sociopathic abusers
Right.
were abused sociopathically as children. And
yeah.
it's not just by their genetic parents.
But we're talking about a very specific instance
I'm
of,
just saying
of abuse.
you can create a
Right.
monster. You can't set someone's destiny. I agree with you.
Right.
But you can create a monster or you can give a person who was nature-wise predicated to go in a wrong direction a different path to go through, like love
Yeah,
and
but
support.
that's a pretty small example of population. Most people are not sociopathic monsters.
I
mean,
disagree.
you think?
I disagree.
I feel like I'm part sociopath to some extent because like my dad is somewhat sociopathic. His dad was a sociopath, and so was his dad.
How does it let out in
Yeah, good
your
question.
life?
I think it just being like able to be severely emotionally detached if I want to be.
Yeah, he just told us he's
Yeah.
like with his parents. Remember, he was like,
Well, but that's also informed by a strange relationship, so it's easy to be like.
I don't think it's informed by the relationship as much as it is just the genetic nature of
well,
things.
here's the thing.
detachment.
Yeah.
I'm capable of that too.
Yeah,
Emotional detachment. I don't think that I am.
yeah.
I don't have that.
don't?
I'm really worried about people and what they think of me. And
But you
I
can't
get-
just be like, oh, I'm just like switch it off.
No.
Oh.
No. I can cut a person out of my life, but
Yeah.
I'll be in anguish for years about it.